Hello, welcome to Rookery Farm in Somerset, England. I'm Millington Adams, and in this, the first in a series of short videos, I'm going to explain what my thoughts are on the widely used term antiques and its relationship to the often wrongly used term fine art. An antique refers to something that is basically 100 years old. Me, for instance. An old iron, a piece of porcelain, a bucket. If it's over 100 years old, then it's officially an antique. So then, what you might ask is fine art. And can fine art also be an antique? Well, of course it can. Art, in the general sense of the word, can cover a multitude of things, from commercial advertising displays to graffiti on a railway bridge. Fine art, though, covers much more than we care to think about. In many high-flying circles, it is normally only associated with 7 disciplines: paintings, sculpture, architecture, music, dance, drama, poetry, and literature. And my point is that I'm now going to complicate matters and add another thing: fine furniture. What, you say? Furniture being described as fine art? Absolutely. I'm not talking about flat packs bought from a large blue Swedish shed, but beautiful, functional pieces that has taken craftsmen months to create, that can be placed in your home to be admired, loved, and God forbid, even used on a day-to-day basis. So, okay, you say, where am I going to find furniture that qualifies as a piece of art? The answer is, I would say, with a few notable exceptions, not even in the most exclusive of furniture shops. You have to delve a little deeper and take a look at our ancestors. Let's go back in time about 250 years at the time of the 4 King Georges. The Georgians knew how to make furniture, period. Not only was it the most cohesive design period in our evolution, but the craftsmanship and detailing was absolutely sublime. A cabinet was not banged together with nails or posi-drive screws as it is today, but jointed carefully and glued, so accurately that the only thing holding a piece of Georgian furniture together was the accuracy of a man with a mallet and a chisel, and some melted horses' hooves. Apart from handles and hinges, not a nail or screw in sight. Why then, might you ask, do you think a piece of furniture is fine art? It's not been fully created by a sole individual, but by a skilled journeyman in a workshop, intent on creating the best and most fluid and aesthetically pleasing result. Why is that good, you may ask? Well, it is. When you look at what the Georgians produced, you will quickly see why. The Georgians were the best designers, craftsmen, and even retailers ever. In more recent times, do Damien Hirst or Andy Warhol create anything themselves? No. They have a studio and a team around them helping piece together all the little artifacts that make their final work. Like the modern artists in the upper echelons of Georgian furniture making, the top London workshops were inspired by their charismatic leaders producing some of the finest art imaginable. The linchpin of an important room in an important house, bringing focus and depth and standing out like a piece of art, more than most art itself. In a later video, we will talk about the big 3 of Georgian times. 2 Thomases, that's a Chippendale and a Sheraton, and a George, that's George Hepplewhite. But in the meantime, savour some of the work created by teams of highly skilled Georgian artisans. This is what I call fine art.